So guys, here you can see one more video as me came about the HTML, and like previously we started one new course about the full stack web development, and this one more video has been came out the full stack web development. And in the previous video I told you about the HTML introduction, like who made HTML and all that things. And in today's video of HTML I'm giving I'm telling you about the HTML editors. If we don't know what is HTML editor, so in today's video your whole concept will be clear about it, which editor we are using and to which text editor we are using to implement the code of HTML. So we are in today's video we are saying that. So now please like this video, share friends, and subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to all the notification bell also, so you never miss out this type of full stack development videos. So now without taking any time, let's move to computer screen and let's learn about which text editor we are using for the HTML codes. And now let's move to computer screen and let's do a coding with loving. So guys, like in the previous video I gave you the introduction to HTML, and in the previous video I told you about what is HTML and how we use the HTML, what is the full form of HTML. So in today's video we are telling you about which type of editor we are using to write the HTML code, and one by one I will be telling you. A simple text editor is all you need to learn Python. Which type of simple text editor? Let me tell you. Learn HTML using Notepad or text editor. Means that learn HTML using the Notepad or text editor. Means that the Notepad is very hard. If you are new and if you don't know anything about the coding, so please do not use the Notepad. Why? Because in the Notepad there is very like a hard in the Notepad to write a HTML code and that all thing. I'm using the text editor. Which type of? Let me tell you. Learn web pages can be created and modified by using the professional HTML editors. Let me tell you which type of editors. However, for learning HTML, we recommended a simple text editor like Notepad for PC or text editor for Mac. If you are on PC, this is your own choice. If you are using the Notepad, so use the Notepad. But I'm using the text editor in the PC. Which type of? Let me tell you. We believe that using a simple text editor is a good way to learn HTML. Follow the steps below to create your first web page with Notepad or text editor. We are not using the Notepad, so we skip this all thing. Okay. First of all, we are using the text editor. Okay, we are using the text editor. So we have come on the step 2. I'm not telling you the step 1 and this type of step, because this is steps for the Notepad. Okay, I am using the text editor. Now write some HTML. So which type of text editor and how to download that text editor? Let me tell you. So there are three types of text editor. So there are three types of text editor. First, let me tell you advanced. For advanced who know Python and these type of languages, so use the Visual Studio Code. Now for the intermediate, okay, spelling is incorrect, I know, use the Sublime text editor. Sorry, not Sublime, Atom. Beginner, Sublime. Why in the intermediate I write Atom? Why? In the Atom will become in the beginner. Why I write intermediate in the intermediate? Why I write like Atom? Why? Because I'm also, when I start a coding, I'm using the Atom. If you see in this channel, if you see my oldest video, I'm using the Atom. But why I write here in the intermediate Atom? Because in my opinion, when I'm using the Atom and when I come on the Sublime, in the Atom and Sublime, the Sublime is very easy, very easy for writing the HTML codes than Atom. Okay, that's why I write in the beginner, I write like Sublime. Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is a very advanced text editor for in this text editor you write your HTML code, React JS code, Django code, Python code, and these all code. That's why this is advanced, and this and it is also very simple. Okay, but if you are a beginner, use the Sublime text editor. And now we are also using the Sublime text editor because I'm telling you from the scratch. I'm use the Visual Studio Code, but for you I'm using the Sublime text editor for you. I've already downloaded like this. Sorry, I have not downloaded. So let me tell you how to download the Sublime text editor. First of all, you write here Sublime text download. This type of an output has come. Click on this, and now it is coming like Mac, Windows, Linux. I'm on Windows. I click on Windows. So now when I click on the Windows, so it has been downloaded. Here you can see it is started downloading. So it is take little bit loading, but it will be downloaded. Here you can see it. When it will be downloaded in my downloads, I click on my downloads, and then I click here, then run. Then it's saying me, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Sublime text said. I click yes. Then where you are saving, where you are downloading this, I am downloading in my okay. When I okay, and next. The folder Sublime text already. Would you like to install that folder anyway? Yes. Then add to explore context menu. No. Next. Then install. Then it will be start to installing it, and then it take a little bit loading. Then it will be install it. Finish. Then cross it. And when in the here when I write Sublime. Okay, why it is not working? Okay, let me write here Sublime. So here you can see my Sublime will be downloaded. I am writing a Sublime. So here you can see my Sublime has been opened. And then I am closing this folder. Okay, delete folder. Okay, so now okay, and then remove folder. Now when you open your Sublime, this type of one input has been came. Click on the file and click on the new file. Sorry, not new file. Click on the file and click onto the new file. Sorry, open up. Sorry, new file. When you click on the new file, click on the file and save as, and give the file name. Like I have told you how to create a file. First of all, to create a file in the Sublime text editor, this type of an output has been coming, and then first of all click on the file, then click on the new file. This type of file has been made. Then click on the file and then save as. Then click on the documents and give your file name. Okay, give the any name of your file. Right here index.html. Okay, my keyboard is not working, so let me see why it is not working, and then I told you about how to create a HTML file. So here you write your file name like index.html. To create the HTML file, in the starting you write anything, but in the end you write .html. This is very main thing, .html. Like let me show you here like that. If you don't write the HTML, then your HTML file will be not made. And I'm making my file on my documents. Okay, here I'm making my file, and then when you make this file, then click on the save. And when you click on the save, this type of an output has been coming. This pop-up is coming like confirm save, means that index.html file already agreed. You want to replace, that means like index.html file has been already made it in your documents. If you want to replace it, I saying yes. Okay, so if you are using the first time you are using the HTML, so this type of pop-up will be not shown you. Okay, so let me tell you what can I write here. First of all, I write here doc type. Doc type HTML, or you will be only simply write here HTML, only write that, then enter press, then it give you this type of one. Okay, what you write here, only you write HTML and then enter, so then it give you like that. Okay, in the very much time I'm using the Sublime text editor, so that's why I forgot the tools of the Sublime text editor. Okay, so now here, like I have told you in the previous video, I told you about what is the title, what is the doc type HTML, what is the head, what is the element, what is the body. Okay, like title is defined the page title. Okay, like I am giving the title is like HTML second. Save it, and when I go on my file explorer, I make this file on my documents, and when I open my file, let me open it. Here's my file. So it give me HTML2. Here you can see it in the title. like this. I use the Visual Studio Code, but I'm not using it because you are beginner, and that's why. Now when we write it, so now let me tell you what we can do it. So let's come on it here again. Write some HTML code, like write or copy the following HTML code into a notepad or into your Sublime text editor. So like this code you will be writing. Okay, so how you write it this code? So let me tell you. First of all, you define here h1. So this is come, and in the h1 you write here like I'm writing here like heading, and then I'm defining p, enter, then enter press only, then in the p this is paragraph, then save, pressing the control S, save it, and then run it. So then it give me the heading and paragraph like this. Here you can see it. Okay, so like that. And now in the upcoming tutorials I will tell you about what is the work of the p paragraph and what is the work of the h1. Okay, in the upcoming videos I told you about it. So now then step 3, save the HTML page. I have told you that I'm not using the notepad, so skip this. Okay, you can use either .htm or .html as file extension. There's no difference, it up to you. Okay, this is up to you. Okay, so now let's come on it here. Then I have told you that, and I have already see that it give me the output like this. Here you can see it. The result will be look like this, and my result is also looking like this. Here you can see it. But I do not write here my first heading. When I write here my first heading, let me show you my first heading, and if I write here my first paragraph, so it give me like this. Here you can see it. So now let's come on it here. It is telling the notepad work. Okay, but we are not using the notepad, we are using the Visual Studio Code, so that's why. And here we now with a free online editor, you can edit the HTML code and view the result in your browser. It is perfect tool when you want to test the code fast. It is also has color coding and ability to save the share with other codes like this. Okay, but we have already written this code. So in today's video, we learn about in the HTML what type of editors we are using, which type of editor we are using. In the HTML, I've told you about it. When we are using the Sublime text editor in this series of the HTML. Then when we do a CSS and we are all in the when the CSS will be started, we are also using the Sublime, and when the JavaScript be started, we are using the Sublime. But when the React will be started, we are using the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so but I hope you can enjoy this class. In today's video we learned about the HTML editors, and I told you about which type of editor we are using to write HTML code. And we do not download the HTML. Okay, like people are thinking we download the HTML in our PC, and then not. But HTML we do not download the HTML. Okay, so but I hope you can enjoy this class. Enjoy, like this video, share friends, and subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to all the notification bell also, so you never miss any future latest videos. So without taking your any time, I meet you next lesson, next very amazing like that type of videos. So for today, goodbye.